Because there's so many voices on the internet now, there's just so much bad advice being given. And the individuals giving it, they may be giving, like, let's say 80% of the advice is accurate, but it's that 20% that's completely off that can derail everything. And that's the stuff that people are gravitating to, and it's just causing a lot of problems.
Can you give us some example of some of the, like, not specific people or anything like that? I just mean, like, could you give an example of bad advice and what about it is bad or unhealthy for people to try and put into practice?
Okay, so one thing I heard recently was an individual said some of the best advice he can give to men is to not fall in love. You know, basically just find a woman you want to be with and kind of keep it there. The reason why I view that as horrible advice is because you sit down with any man who's lived enough life, they will all be able to say there's been at least one time they fell deeply for a woman, all right? The problem isn't falling deeply for a woman. The problem is we don't know how to handle it once we get there. The problem is because we're not accustomed to handling and processing our emotions a certain kind of way and being this vulnerable, we don't understand what's going to be required of us in that moment. We also kind of lose sight of, because I'm a big believer in masculine and feminine energy, and I believe that if she was attracted to you because of that masculine energy that you give off, and now you become this emotional wreck because you don't know how to handle all these feelings you have for her, well, you start to become less attractive to her. And it's not that it's not fixable. It's fixable. But again, a lack of understanding and awareness derails the situation. So rather than telling men don't fall in love because it's inevitable, let's teach them how we walk in love, what I call loving in your masculine, how you maintain that energy and still be able to pour into that woman in a way that allows the relationship to flourish.
Yeah. And how does that work when, I think obviously a lot of people in that example that you're giving, if the person's attracted to someone because of their masculine energy,